Hey, this is Matt. Once again, welcome back to another video. It's another paid request, this time for Arthur. Thank you so much for that, and for those interested in requesting any type of videos or topics, reactions, commentaries, reviews, re-reviews, what have you. Feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And this is for the film Jennifer's Body from 2009, which I guess it bombed. In my opinion, deserved it. But now it's gotten a cult following because of the Me Too movement and being a feminist movie and all this stuff. And I'm sitting there going, really? This movie? Like, this is really the movie you want to have in your corner? Really? So it's Megan Fox. And I did not mispronounce that because that's how I look at her. Megan Fox. Amanda Seyfried. Written by Diablo Cody, who was famous for writing Juno, which I didn't give a rat's ass about that movie. And Amanda Seyfried plays Anita Needy, nickname, where she's in an institution. And right from the get-go, they make it so you don't like the character because there's this nice, orderly lady who did nothing wrong and who's being kind to her. And so Amanda kicks her and she flies across the room. Bloody nose, bloody face, mouth bleeding. And I'm like, she was just talking to you nicely and say, hey, you need to eat more. You know, if you don't eat enough, you're not going to have the energy. And I get it that later on you find out what's going on with her. Maybe that's the whole point. But I'm just saying, as a viewer, it's like, well, fuck this lady. I mean, okay, this lady's an asshole. You find out later why she became that, but it's like, your first impression of your main character is of spiteful hate against. I don't know if that's really the right call, but okay. So then it's told a flashback what happened, where her and Megan Fox were best friends. And one of the things I do not like about the film is the try hard dialogue. Trying hard to be hip. For example, someone tossed to Amanda and says, "Are you in?" I forget, Jennifer, Megan Fox's character. Are you lesbiday? I mean, what the fuck does that mean? Lesbiday. I mean, isn't that kind of a oxy fucking moron or something? Like, isn't lesbian meaning you're gay? So instead of say lesbian, you say lesbiday? Well, like, what's the difference? But okay, I would like to ask this character: what's the difference between a lesbian and a lesbiday? What's the difference? Lesbian means you're gay. So what does lesbiday do? You're a gay gay? Double the gay, double the fun, double mint twist of your bubblegum? Lesbiday. Or, oh, did you see that lead singer? He's extra salty. What, he's sweaty? Is that what it means? But I guess salty means great, pretty, beautiful, sexy. Extra salty. I mean, again, when you say that, it makes me think, oh, well, the guy must be very, very sweaty. Maybe he needs some deodorant, get some right guard. Is he sure? Is he unsure? Or, like, there's a bit where, what was it? Amanda has. By the way, I don't buy Amanda as being a dork. She's a very pretty, beautiful lady. So just because she has glasses, and all of a sudden we're supposed to think she's a dork. She looks like a model. But hey, you put glasses. Yeah, she's a dork in a porn film, maybe, but she doesn't really look or seem like a dork that no one would want. No one would want her. I'm like, she looks like again, maybe a dork in a porn movie. I do find funny that they reference MySpace. That shows just how dated this movie is because MySpace used to be a thing for 5 minutes. So, other pieces of dialogue like Jennifer. I'm not a fan of Megan Fox, by the way. I do not think she's talented. Do I think she's pretty? Sure, but she has these vacant eyes, soulless eyes, the devil's eyes. I look into those eyes, I see nothing but pure evil. She is a terrible actress. She's never been in a good movie. She was the worst April O'Neil you could ever hire, so of course they hired her for it. And then she was the idiot that said, "Well, if you don't like the films, then you're making fun of people if they didn't like your piece of shit Ninja Turtles movie." No, the movie you were in, produced by Michael Bay, was a piece of shit because it was a piece of shit. It was a piece of shit because it sucked ass. I'm sorry, Megan Fox, that I don't like Mikey getting stuck in a sewer tunnel with his brothers and farting in their faces because he had too much pepperoni. Maybe someone should fart in your face. And then what, she was in that one about the killer lions road with the PlayStation 2 CGI lions. Transformer films. The first one didn't hold up for me. The second one really didn't hold up for me. I guess the first Transformers is the most tolerable film she's been in. And I could probably watch that film as a time waster. But just the baggage on it is Jonah Hex, this film. Now you're doing me Expendables 4. Because, that's where we went from. We went from Bruce Willis, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jet Li, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Scott Adkins to Megan Fox and 50 Cent. So I'm not a fan of her as a person. I'm not a fan of her because I don't think she has any talent. She has no acting ability. She's a vacant supermodel that somehow, because she has the body but doesn't want to flaunt it, don't even show us titties or ass. So, useless to me as an actress. You're not talented enough. You're not funny like Sandra Bullock. You're not talented like, what was her name in Edge of Tomorrow? I liked her, but I don't remember her name. I'm bad with names. That's why. You're not talented like her. You're not funny like Sandra Bullock. You have nothing other than your looks, and then you don't show your tits. So, useless. Just please, she should just do porn. Honestly. Now, I'm not even being over the top. I really do feel like that's where she belongs. And she did not do a good job acting here. I don't give a fuck what people want to say nowadays. Oh, she wasn't that bad. No, she sucked ass. Now she should go find and suck some ass and film it. And put it on Pornhub or something. And the fucking dialogue that I was saying finds her friend Amanda and this boyfriend she has. And Jennifer goes, "Smells like Thai food in here. Have you two been fucking?" What the fuck does that even mean? I didn't know sex smelled like Thai food. I don't know what kind of sex you're having, Megan Fox. I guess you love to have your horizontal fandango at whatever. Or you're totally jello, you know that? You're lime green jello. I just meant to be jealous, but instead of saying jealous, is you're totally jello. You're lime green jello. Yeah, you're brown stained shit. Your skid marks on an underwear. From a fat bastard. By the way, Chris Pratt is in this film. I didn't even remember that. Because I only saw this once back when it came. Chris Pratt. He has a small role as a guy named Roman. And he's in a bar. And I don't think we ever see him again. But I mean, Chris Pratt, this is before Guardians of the Galaxy. This is before all these other movies. So, very, very new to the scene here. So they're at a bar and they're looking at this band, and the band goes up, and yeah, we want Megan Fox. Just the girl's definitely a virgin. Now I'm supposed to buy that Megan Fox and this character is a virgin. She's a cheerleader. She's Megan Fox, and I'm supposed to buy she's a virgin. And she even admits to her friend, "I'm not even a backdoor virgin." And when he did this, I'm like, Why would this band ever look at Megan Fox, who's a cheerleader, and think she was a fucking virgin? Let alone say the girl's definitely a virgin. What in the shit? How stupid can people be? A fire starts. Megan seems like she's hypnotized. Gets in the van. Her buddy Amanda doesn't do anything, just stands and watches. She doesn't even try much to stop her or write the van license plate down or anything. She just lets her do it. And so the next thing is she gets home. Megan Fox is there all bloodied up. She spits a bunch of fucking tar out of her mouth. And you think she's going to call at one point, but then she doesn't. You should fulfill that 911 request and call the whole deal. You just saw your friend all bloodied up and puke a bunch of shit here. Maybe get some... Well, what do you think this is? And I don't know, they get some tests on that to see what it is. Get some CSI shit on this stuff on the ground that she puked up. So the main Fox is this creature who will get guys, seduce them, like seduces his jock in the middle of the woods. I don't know why all the animals are watching them, as if it's a fucking Disney movie. As if it's fucking Snow White or stuff. But yeah, for some reason, all the animals are watching them. Why? I don't know. Maybe they think they're going to watch an orgy, but they're going to be very, very disappointed. Maybe Bambi and all these other fucking creatures, they're going to watch a porn film. But again, you're going to be sadly disappointed. That's another thing. This film's R-rated, and it's so goddamn tame for an R rating. You really don't see much in terms of gore or blood. You really don't see much in terms of Jennifer being this creature. See a little bit of her mouth elongating and bad CGI. For all I know, she could be a fucking vampire for all I know. And, like I said, there's nothing in terms of really that much gore. There's maybe a little bit of blood. There's not much in terms of creative death scenes. There's really nothing in terms of nudity. So, if you change a couple things, this could be PG-13. Easily. I thought it was PG-13, and then I looked at it and it said it's rated R. Is it? I thought this was PG-13. Now, maybe what I saw, like the R rating, maybe they got that wrong. Maybe it is PG-13, but it doesn't scream R-rated to me, I'll say that. Maybe the dialogue, where people are saying lines like, that's freak-tarded. Yeah, that's a line. It's freak-tarded. I could make up shit too. That's shitastic. That's mother shitter. Yeah, this movie's a bit mother shitter. You know, I can make up shit too. Can you pay, send me a fucking money for a script? He's a mother shitter. You're a cockfucker. Yeah, you're a cockfucker. Get out of my way, cockfucker. I can make up shit too. And you also have a few other familiar faces. J.K. Simmons is in this film, who of course done a lot of stuff. J.K. Simmons. He's a teacher. Bill, I can never pronounce his last name. Fager Babel Bach. Babel, I don't know. I can't pronounce his last name. He's a guy who was Dauber on the TV show Coach. He would later be a big time voice in SpongeBob SquarePants as SpongeBob's buddy. He was also the guy in the original Stephen King's The Stand. M-O-O-N, moon. Well, M-O-O-N means, and then he would do all these different meanings, and he would be with Rob Lowe's character, hanging out with him. That guy, he's in like a brief cameo as a father of a kid threatened to kill. Go cut your balls off. Threatened a lot of ball cuttage. There's no nudity. There's little blood. Tamar. Another guy that she kills is Kyle Gallner, who I remember from a few films, including the remake of A Nightmare on Elm Street, among others. He gets killed, where Megan Fox says the immortal line, "You did me such a wetty." You did me such a wetty. You did it, so instead of saying you did me such a woody, you did me such a wetty. I hate this fucking dialogue, man. And so Amanda, and I don't remember why she's seeing these visions, but I just because they're friends, she's seeing these visions of what her friend's doing. And there's a point that she sees visions of death. But then when she goes to see Megan Fox, let's scissor fuck. That seems like, I mean, I've seen these visions of death, but yeah, let's kiss and make out. Fucking what? So spoilers throughout. Pretty much Megan seduces Amanda's boyfriend. They go to this isolated place. Amanda just knows something's going to happen, chases them down. Megan bites him, tries to stop her. There's this swimming pool in like dilapidated place. Amanda gets her boyfriend. They're looking at a Megan who can float. And she's saying lines like, "You're such a player hater. You have a tampon. You seem like you're plugged up. Or you seem like you're plugged in. You have a tampon. You seem like you're plugged in. Can you plug this into the electrical slot and jump into a fucking bathtub? Like, can you, Jennifer, in your body? Can you do that, please?" What is so funny? What is so good? What is so clever about this fucking movie? Even the people she's killing, it's not like they're awful guys were these sexists. Why is it such a feminist movie? Unless it's like, hey, guys, well, I guess it would be of today, since they say all white guys suck, so kill them all. I guess it is a feminist movie today, because that's the only thing these guys are guilty of, being white and guys. Because they're not being like the jock guy. I don't think we ever saw the jock guy before. If we did, sorry. Kyle Gallner is a little bit of a emo type of guy and was being, friends with Amanda, or casual friends. They didn't really do anything to deserve getting killed. So, and especially the boyfriend of Amanda, because it seems like Amanda doesn't want anything to do with him, and he just tempted, but he's like, let's stop. I don't want to do this. And then she attacks him. So, what is really the whole message? You say the only evil guys are the band. So, if it's trying to be this message of woman empowerment, I don't know how the fuck that's showcased when, as a creature, I really don't get what the fuck it's trying to do. I really don't. So her boyfriend dies, she's tearful, she wants revenge, she gets into Jennifer's room, Amanda and Megan fight, scuffle, and this culminates the movie. Amanda has a box cutter, and she goes, "You know what this is for? Cutting boxes." And I'm like, and? Like, she has a box cutter, and she's like, "You know what this is for? Cutting boxes." No shit, I know, it's a box cutter. Now what? Now, if they were trying to showcase that she was going to cut her box, I don't know, maybe have the camera move towards that and she's covering it and leave my box alone, or no, none of that. It's just she's going to try to stab in the chest hard. She just This box cutter, you know what the box cutter for? Is for cutting boxes. Was the box thing supposed to be something that was brought up before? But if it was, I either don't remember it or they forgot to put it in the fucking movie. Is one of the dumbest lines. Like trying to. That's like one of the worst badass lines ever. You know what this is for? Cutting boxes. Yeah, I know. It's a fucking box cutter. So ultimately, she stabs Megan Fox. And again, the worst acting. Megan Fox like, my tit. And then Amanda goes, no, your heart. So she's found with Jennifer's body. She's put into institution. She was bitten during that fight. Because of that, she's now got some of that demonic power. So that's why she was that way earlier in the film. She's able to levitate and get the fuck out of there. Now, I don't know why she cuts through a fence when she could just levitate over the fence, but whatever. And then she hitchhikes, and a guy picks her up. It's Lance Henriksen. In the most pointless, useless cameo. She says, he's like, hey, how's it going? Where you going to? Okay. That's it. And she says, I don't know, I'm on the trail of this band. Apparently it's going to be the last show they do. And it cuts to this kind of picture montage where you get the idea she went and killed the band. Which makes sense because the band fucked over her friend. It did some kind of ritual to get fame. That was really what this band wanted to get famous. It did this ritual on Jennifer, on Megan Fox. So, but why was Lance Henriksen just put in there for a useless cameo? I remember I read, it might have been a piece of an older script, where the guy was supposed to be, I guess, a sexist pig. That, I'll pick you up, but the fee is ass or grass. Money, ass, or grass. And then she's like, I'll sell my ass. So I guess that was maybe the thing, is that she would find these sexist pigs and kill them, and Lance Henriksen was going to play that. I mean, I guess I'm glad they didn't go that route, but then it just makes it seem as if, okay, here's Lance Henriksen. Must have been the easiest paycheck he ever got. He has a couple lines, mundane lines, come into my chariot. Like, the most useless fucking point. I love Lance Henriksen, by the way. But I'm like, this is an actor just underused. Like, for this? Tame-ass rating, no nudity, lack of blood, lack of what this creature even is. Just, she could float, a little bit of her mouth and bad CGI. That's it. No great makeup effects or transformation scenes or any of that sort. The humor is just a bunch of random made up words or really unfunny lines of dialogue. Lesbian, that guy is extra salty, you're totally jello, like lime green jello, you're retarded, you give me such a wetty, you're such a player hater, which I've heard that before. You have a tampon because you seem like you're plug-in, plug this up your ass movie, you can use both of them. Amanda Seyfried, I mean, it was possible for me to buy her as the door. Like, if it was Angela Bettis, who was in that film May, I still think she's good looking, but you could buy her more as the every girl, where people think she, I don't know if you want to say she looks more normal, however you want to put it. Amanda Seyfried, no. She looks like a model, you just put glasses on her. She's a better actress than Megan Fox, I'll give you that. And Megan Fox is just terrible. She can't be intimidating. I may think she's pretty, but there's a difference between that and sexy. Pretty means, yes, I do think she's nice looking. I do not think she's ugly. But sexy as in, I would never want to be around her because her personality, her verbiage, her... She just seems like someone who sucks to be around and sucks your soul out. And not even out your dick. Which at least that'd be preferable somewhat. So, fuck this movie, fuck Jennifer's Body, fuck the feminists, fuck all that shit. We don't see any body of Jennifer's Body. So, false fucking advertising. J.T. Simmons wasted in a nothing role as a teacher. He finds a dead body at one point, and then his character just disappears at one point. Like, at one point, his character just disappears, you never see him again. So, waste of J.T. Simmons. Fuck MySpace. Fuck this movie. Later.